ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Now we have assembled here to contemplate on the path of renunciation that a few brahmacharis are going to tread upon. The life of sannyasa, tyagabaddha jivana, most important part of renunciation is giving oneself entirely to God. Oneself. From our childhood we have been trained to give something to God. The acceptance of God principle comes from the heritage we are brought up. Similarly, the path of renunciation also comes from the heritage in which we have been brought up. Each, whatever be the religion, whatever be the path to God, we see renunciation is essential. Without renunciation, there is no spiritual life. So, in modernity, modern times now, presently, the materialistic attitudes, materialistic pravaha that is flowing, like storm carrying away things, it's rushing. In that we see the renunciation has totally been ignored by people. All are running after the enjoyments of the world, possession of the world. This has made the, once upon a time, renunciation was held in the highest place, most honored. Means even in our childhood, any Swami passing through, any Swami coming anywhere, we used to give great importance. Means, for example, when I was 5th standard or 4th standard, Sridhar Swamiji came to Bangalore. Thousands of people were standing with folded hands. Such was the respect once it was given to the renunciation. But today, there is a kind of contempt and a kind of neglect over the renunciation and the path of renunciation and the renunciates. But why it has happened is because of the modernity, materialistic attitudes we are developing, westernization. All this have joined together to reduce the importance of renunciation. Tyaga Jivana. That is, and those who are extremely worldly, running after the base enjoyments, positions, they disregard and belittle sannyasa. In Hinduism, from ancient times, we see highest regard has been given both to the institution of marriage and institution of sannyasa, tyaga. Both were equally honored because both are path to attainment of God. One is nivritti marga, one is pravritti marga. It is marga, path to God. So, the institution of marriage was to be acquired with rishihood, and the path of sannyasa with total renunciation. What does this renunciation mean now? Renunciation, you see, one thing is, whatever be the trend the world is undergoing, the truth and ideals, the highest values the human existence has ever seen, they are not controlled by the trend, the human trend that is going on. Truth is truth. Renunciation, people may not honor today, but is essential factor. Now, to compensate this life of modernity, people are trying to, something compensation must be there. Otherwise, guilt and this one will destroy human awarenesses. People will start immediately suffering great sufferings within. So, as compensation, people are running after spirituality. It is being marketed nowadays, everywhere. So, spirituality, they are holding on, many people, as a compensation for the worldly life they have chosen. Not with the total dedication to the spiritual life. But when we come to spiritual life, real spiritual life, there are people who have dedicated their life totally for realizing God, for serving humanity, for serving all beings. That ideal, what Thakur, the main thing Sri Ramakrishna has given to the world is give up everything for God and this world. Serve, seeing God, everyone who needs your help and who is within your reach, serve. So this one ideal, seeing God and serving mankind or any other things, and on the other side is the loving God and seeking God, realizing God. This ideal Sri Ramakrishna has brought. In our life we see this. It is now slowly and silently being accepted by thousands of people. People are becoming aware of it. Now, the renunciation, what does this renunciation mean? What are you going to renounce? Is renunciation something loss that I am going to give up? I am going to give up my job, I am going to give up my all things, property, my family I am going to give up, my job I am going to give up. All giving up. I am losing everything. Is it what is expected? Is this the thing that we are expecting? Is renunciation something giving up only? No. Renunciation is not giving up at all. It is expansion of consciousness. We have limited consciousness. I, mine, only these two, I and mine. In brahmachari life, mine we to some great extent will give up. I, who is he to tell me? That I remains. Now, renunciation means it is expansion of consciousness. That ego identity, whatever limits my existence, that is given up. Individual ego identity. I am so and so, I remain this. No. So, expansion of consciousness is sannyasa. Expansion of consciousness, destroying our individual ego, to expand into the cosmic existence, to pervade all that exists. So this is sannyasa. That is, we are going to become from the small little self to the cosmic self. Ultimately, I pervade the entire thing and go beyond to cross and reach the ultimate limits of the Brahman. So, how much expansion I must undergo? How to destroy this ego? Once, I don't want to name anybody, one brahmachari was there. He was jumping from one center to another center in our mutt and mission. He was not getting set, he will not get set, he will go to. Tapasanaji Maharaj used to call these people misfit everywhere. So he was jumping, then he was put under a tough Swami who is very kind to all except inmates as a punishment. So he struggled there. He ran away from there. Then came to Bangalore ashrama. Then he was accommodated. We reported in my days, 60s, 70s. He was reported, then they asked to keep him there. He was there. And the Swamis were very kind to him. Because only plus point in him was, there was no Kamini Kanchana. So he was accommodated and welcomed and taken care nicely. He was flourishing nicely. He was doing all works and was become almost mightier to all. That Swami, who was tough Swami, came as a guest Swami. And the Swamiji in charge put this brahmachari to take care of that Swami. Means there is absolutely no matching at all. Most mismatch. As if he is hating that person from the. He was put there. Because that one thing is standing in his path to God. It has to be destroyed. And then he was put, and all works from washing his clothes and cleaning his room, everything he has to do. Bringing food, tea, this, that. And unwillingly he was doing. Then the Swami was also reluctantly receiving his services. Finally, people came to know about it. mismatch you are given. Neither he is happy nor this person is happy. Then one Swami, who is Yatishwaranji's disciple and most loving to all, called him one day and told him one instruction. See, think yourself to be Holy Mother. And Thakur has given this person to be taken care. Thakur has given this person to be taken care of, to Holy Mother. Now you take as you want. Means what a valuable understanding, you see. What can destroy ego is love. Then he held the feet of Swamiji, started weeping. I don't know how to do it. I understand, but I don't know how to do it. He said, go and pray in the shrine. Sit before Holy Mother. Invoke her in your heart and serve that Swami. He is so senior. He may be tough. He may be having lot of shortcomings. But what is it to you? You have come to serve. You have come to give your... Means he has not yet given himself totally to God. If he has given to God, then if it is sannyasa, wherever you put him, he will be gladly doing whatever work you give him. He will gladly do. Means it can be meanest thing, the lowest thing, which is something like insulting you. He gladly accepts because he has given himself to God. The praise or blame goes to Thakur, not to him. He belongs eternally to. This is sannyasa giving. That he solved his problem and he started lovingly talking. That Swami was surprised overnight. Transformation. I see you and intravenous. See the only thing which transformed that brahmachari was he is free from Kamini Kanchana. God arranges, God brought the same Swami to clean him. And all things underwent all this just to solve the problem of that Swami, that brahmachari. And then how he started, like a mother, actual mother. He used to hear and remember how mother would keep the things for how mother would serve, how mother would come, how mother would go, how lovingly she will ask, please take. All that he copied. He was 3 days more, the Swami lived. 3 days he was Holy Mother. And while going, each hugged the other and fell at the feet and became. This is love conquering the ego. And what is that love? Not human love. It is love of Divine Mother. How to invoke in our life. So now we understand what is expansion of consciousness. How can I expand my consciousness? Sannyasa is Chaitanya. Nanna Chaitanya ರೂಪವನ್ನು, ನನ್ನ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವವನ್ನು ವಿಕಾಸಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅನಂತದ ಕಡೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸನ್ಯಾಸ ಏನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲೀವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಮ್. ನೋ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. Small family, I am going to build a big family. So this thing we see the essence of sannyasa. Sannyasa means actually sannyasa, total giving up. Sampurna tyaga. Sannyasa. Nyasa is giving up. Even in puja we do the nyasa, anganyasa, karanyasa. Nyasa, what this one I have acquired. Nature. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದ್ದೀನೋ, ನಾನು ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕಿ ದೈವತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿಸೋದು. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಪಂಚಿಕ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಲೈಫ್, ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ಲಿ ಲೈಫ್. ಮೈ ಬಾಡಿ, ಮೈಂಡ್, ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟ್ಯೂನ್ ಟು ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈ ಶರೀರ, ಮನಸ್ಸೆಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೈವತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದು. ನನ್ನ ಕೈಗಳು, ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿವೈನ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯಾಸ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಕರನ್ಯಾಸ, ಅಂಗನ್ಯಾಸ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಶಿರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ ಮೈ ವಿಷನ್, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್. ಜಾಗತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಾಪಂಚಿಕ ರೂಪದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ದೈವಿಕವಾಗಿ ನೋಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು. ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಜಗತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಭಗವತ್ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ ಆದವರು ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಹೌ ಎ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನ್ಯಾಸ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಮ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದೋ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಡವೋ ಅದನ್ನು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ರಿನೌನ್ಸಿಂಗ್. Similarly, here in sannyasa, we are going to renounce what is not wanted in us. Sampurna sannyasa, sampurna nyasa. That is from the externalmost core of to the externalmost skin to the innermost core, all layers. Whatever is against jnana, against bhakti, against my evolution, I am going to renounce. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಚರ್ಮದಿಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತರಾತ್ಮದವರೆಗೂ ಏನೇನು ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೋಷಗಳು, ಪ್ರಾಪಂಚಿಕತೆ, ಲೌಕಿಕತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ದೈವತ್ವದಿಂದ ತುಂಬ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ಯಾಸ. And these are all ನ್ಯಾಸ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸನ್ಯಾಸ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ myself entirely at the feet of God, divine. I am going to offer myself as an oblation into the absolute. ನನ್ನನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಅನಂತ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಸಾಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಹುತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನ್ನನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಚಿಕ್ಕವರು ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಊದ್ಬತ್ತಿ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಟು ಗಾಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಎ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್, ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಗಾರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್. like that little boy, we have been taught to give to God with lot of expectations and demands, always going with a big list. I want this, I want that. Now the giving up comes, giving up. What more can I give to God? I have given my all. I am going to give my heart and soul to God. ಭಗವಂತ ಸರ್ವಸ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. This is sannyasa. Sannyasa, one thing is to totally purify myself. Purify means ಯಾವ ದೋಷ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಗೆದಂಗೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತೊಳೆದು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸನ್ಯಾಸ. In one life or other, everyone has to enshrine this ideal of sannyasa in their heart, whether a householder or a renunciate it is immaterial. The ideal has to be enshrined in the heart. So, this Rishihood is equally a path of sannyasa. Only ideal is to realize God. He is living with the family and all things. Thakur wanted the Rishihood to come again into the society. ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಜೀವನ, ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನೋ ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಟು ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್, ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. So, this is what we call sannyasa. Do you understand? Sannyasa. The essence of sannyasa, the total essence is to destroy the ego, totally eradicate, erase, never to appear again. ನಾನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರಲೇಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನು ಉಜ್ಜಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇರಲೇಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದು giving to God entirely, it is an offering into the absolute. I have given once for all. ನೀನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಡ್ತೀಯೋ ಹೇಗೆ ಇಡ್ತೀಯೋ ಇಡು ನನ್ನನ್ನು, I accept it. Unconditional giving. So once the giving is complete, you cannot ask God, why have you given this suffering to me? Why have you done like this? No. Yes, Lord. Don't leave me and go away. Be with me, be with me. So that be with me. I am yours. I have given myself totally to you. I don't have any support anywhere except you. Wherever you keep me, there I will be. I have no sarva sankalpa vinirmukta. He cannot do any sankalpa. Thakur says to Girisha, give me your power of attorney. You have nothing to do. Once it is given, you cannot take any decision. I will do this, I will do this, that, I will not do this, I will not do nothing. Wherever you keep me, in whatever condition, sukha, dukha, independent of that, I am not asking you anything. I want to be yours forever. I have given myself. Whatever you want to do, now do with me. So this unconditional giving is sannyasa. There is no condition. If you keep me nicely, as the king of the ashrama or something, matadisha, and all, I will be yours. No. You make me a servant of all right. I am yours after all. That total eradication of ego, expansion of consciousness. Expansion. The moment you start giving, you expand your consciousness. The whole world is yours. Whole universe is yours. And you are one with it. The microcosm expands to become one with the macrocosm. This expansion is sannyasa. Total, all doshas to be washed down. Nyasa, giving up. Whatever worldly thing, other than divine, anything remains in me. He is giving it up. I find a defect in me, immediately give it up. Thakur says, the moment you know it's a mistake, give it up. So, this giving up is sannyasa. Giving up that which is not going to help me and not going to allow me to go in my path. The next thing we have to think of in the path of sannyasa is total detachment. Dispassion towards thing and detachment. What is this detachment? What for? What for I have to be detached from all things? Thakur used to lift his both hands. I have not kept anything with me. And used to be like blade of grass. Ego also is not there, no possessions, and one towel on the head, I belong to mother. So this, nothing I am able to hold. Touch of the metal he was not able to bear. Touch of metal. Detachment, you see, to what extent detachment can go. So total detachment, what for? I will get the freedom only for. Detachment is not end in itself. Renunciation is not end in itself. It has a purpose. I become free to devote myself to God. I get the freedom, total freedom from all things. I am bound, I am not free. I can totally devote to my spiritual practices. I can totally devote to my search of the truth, Satyanveshana. In sannyasa, I am going to reach the truth. I am on the path. What for is renunciation? I want to realize the truth. Satyanveshana, it is Satyanveshana. I want to realize truth. So in the path of Satyanveshana, I have to be free from all things. I cannot hold this one and go. The higher you go, less luggage you will be taking. When you go with all things, only your seat will be there, all truck will be full. Then when you go by bus, it is limited. As you go in flight, you have to reduce your luggage. So if you want to go near God, no luggage. The luggage binds you, holds you back. So there's no holdings. And there is one Shastra Vihita Vidhi. Don't jump from place to place. Because you are free, it is freedom is not to move about. It is clearly in Smriti it comes. Ashramad ashramam. ಒಂದು ಆಶ್ರಮದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಶ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಡ ಅಂತಾನೆ. That because freedom means then don't stay because you are free, you get few friends. Don't stay there. Maximum, if you think that you are going to become related, leave the place at once. Otherwise, leave, you can stay for maximum 3 days. If you don't want to move about, stay in one place where anybody wants, let them give or go and get, but be free, totally not under anybody's obligation, not under the, God will provide you your food and necessities. So this one detachment is another factor that we have to see in. I am detached from all things, no obligation from anybody. That's why Madhukari is advocated. Go and there is no obligation. I am not forcing anybody. If you have, give. If you don't give, namaste. God bless you. If you give also, God bless you. Because Holy Mother, once what happened, I am forgetting. Some renunciates. Some people renounce and take sannyasa. They were going for sannyasa, bow down to Holy Mother, they come and Holy Mother. Mother was very happy. See, you are renouncing for Thakur. I bless you heartily. Lots of love to you. Then other people will be there. Then mother says, I love these people who renounce. I love them. Then the people other they are sitting. What about we people? Others. We are not going to renounce. We don't share your love. No, I love you also. I love you also. Then why do you say I love them? They deserve the love and I give them love. You don't deserve it. Give you my love. What a difference you see. She loves all, but he deserves and takes the love from mother. And these people are much more higher in without deserving, they are getting the love of mother. What a understanding you see. Instant how that mother answers them. So, means in Bhagavad Gita we see Krishna telling again and again, Same Priyaha, Same Priyaha. What are the things? We love God is different. God loves us is different. God loving us. How things must be there. When Master Mahashay comes from first time to Thakur, he writes there. He sees first time the Bhava Samadhi, now and then entering into Samadhi. He is totally oblivious of the external world. And he writes there how much of love must be there for God, how much of jnana must be there, that just the thought of God he is able to forget his body and the world. Just ಆ ಭಗವತ್ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಶರೀರದಿಂದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಭಗವತ್ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಲವ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿರ್ಬೋದು ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ಟು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಲವ್ ಗಾಡ್, ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋದು, to give, to block all the sources, and wherever you see God, to pour that love. Love doesn't come out like torrents. It comes out when it is directed towards world. It comes through a small opening. Like a cow may be having 20 liters milk in her udder, but chir, it will come. It will not come. Okay, once you go and hold the bucket, it will come out. No. Like that, our love, it is there, ocean is inside, but when it is directed towards the world, chir alone will come. Love. And that love doesn't get fulfillment. But now, when it is diverted towards God, when it is Vishwa Prema, it flows out. It flows out in means torrents. So, to love God intensely, it is possible. To have intimate relationship with God is possible. And it is our duty to renounce. Why do we renounce? I am able to love God. I am free from all things. I can devote myself totally to God and serve all, seeing Him in them. So, see, ego fight. Tish. Monkeys also, you see. My place, your place, my property, your property. They don't have anything yet, they fight. Ego. What are you thinking of me? I am powerful than you. Border dispute. So, so to what is our duty now? He is called Parivrajaka. A sannyasi is called Parivrajaka. He has to roam about, live. Where does he roam? In the all-pervading God. He has to see by neti process. This is not God, this is not God. He imagines, he invokes the eternal infinite being. Sarvastyakta sannyasi, he will be moving about in God. ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪರಿವ್ರಾಜ. ಕುತ್ರ ವ್ರಜತಿ? ವೇರ್ ಡಸ್ ಹಿ roam about? He is roaming, he is moving in God, in God awareness. Is his urdhva drishti. So this is one of the aspects of sannyasi, that wherever Thakur used to say, wherever I am in the kingdom of Rama, I am in Ayodhya of Rama. मैं जहाँ भी हूँ, मैं राम के अयोध्या में हूँ. So that aspect, a sannyasi, wherever he moves about, taking this one, he is aware that he is in Brahman. As a spot Brahman, he is moving in the infinite Brahman. The identity with bodily existence, with family existence, with the species, with the all things of this world is given up, and as Atman he is moving in the Paramatman. This is one of the awareness that he has to cultivate in the sannyasa. What are we to do in sannyasa? Love God intimately and intensely. Offer your love and keep the body, mind, senses all purified to see the divine, to imbibe the divine, to be associated with the divine. That means you have the X-ray eyes. Third thing, detachment also we saw. Another thing is all the energies in our system, body, is totally controlled and offered to the divine. I don't use my energy for anything that is selfish. That I want to enjoy something, some nice sweetmeat is there, I will eat it, is not there. I will give to Thakur. With the awareness, oh, this Thakur used to eat. See, Thakur, see this taste. So, whatever has to consume, whatever is coming, he has to, the energies in the body, whole energy system, the pranas, all the pranas in the body are diverted towards God. If I see, the seeing is offered to God. If I walk, my walking is, I am writing. The writing is offered to God. I am sweeping. ನಾನು ಏನೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನೋ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೊಂದು ಆಹುತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದನ್ನು, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆನೂ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಿತವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Continuously, my life is a constant yajna. With the awareness of yajna, I am doing. So, yajna is most important part. That is, I am going to offer every act. When all energies are diverted towards the divine, what is it called? Urdhvaretas. Urdhvaretas. The energies that are going downward towards the enjoyments are turned inward. and taken to the higher consciousness. Any energy that is going to be expended, if it is turned inward, it will take you immediately to higher consciousness. Suppose you are playing shuttlecock. You are playing. Each stroke you strike, you remember God and strike. God must also say, "Wah! कैसे मारा देखो." God must also participate in your playing. Without forgetting God, when you do, the energies are offered to God. I am spending the energy. It is not for my pleasure. It is your body I have given to, my mind I have given to you. My play also I am going to give to you. So, but you cannot do bad things. I will kill that, he is my enemy and for pleasure of God. भगवान के लिए कर रहा हूँ ना. निषिद्ध कर्मास and false things will not be offered to God because it is not there. All that is good, true, and real are, see, health, joy, peace, all these are eternal things. These are manifestation of Brahman. Suffering, bodily suffering, mental suffering, all these things are delusions. And because they are not established in Brahman, it is identity with the body alone is creating all these problems, all these things. So it has no value. It is not real. Peace is real, joy is real, suffering is not real. This is unreal. So this cannot be offered to God. Bad things, evil is not, I am going to murder someone, it is not real. Who can kill anybody? Nainam chinnati shastrani. Nainam dayati pavaka. To him, what can he, who is thinking that he has killed, and who is killing, all this is false. So false, how can you offer to God? It is not there, you cannot offer it. So all that you are playing can be offered. Your joys can be offered. All other things you have to neglect it as unreal. Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka is an important part of sannyasa. What is real and what is unreal. What is eternal, what is temporal. So all this we have to remember the Urdhva-Retas concept. Again it will come in Brahmacharya also. The highest energy losses and constantly holding the intellect, mind and whole our personality is Kamini Kanchana. When these forces which are holding on to Kamini Kanchana are totally relaxed and released, they flow again towards God. It is called Urdhva-Retas. So in Brahmacharya we will detail study that how to convert the natural tendency into the higher consciousness. The moment you control or divert without controlling also, lovingly divert any energy that you are spending into the divine, it immediately takes you to higher consciousness. You see the new world before you. So if you give up the sexual desires, kama, what level you can reach, you see. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all these are consuming our energies. Moha. So this is the basis on which we are moving about. And the essential thing of sannyasa is, in technical terms or in the philosophical context, what is it? The renunciation of three yeshana traya. Putraishana, Vittaishana, Lokaishana. Putraishana, to have a family life. Putraishana. Vittaishana, to possess wealth, property, all convenience, comforts, luxuries. ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊರಕಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಎಂಬ ಆಸೆ. First, when a brahmachari comes, he'll be thinking, only 2 times food is enough for me, one small shelter somewhere. Then, little by little, his that necessity goes on increasing. Comforts, then he wants attached bathroom, then no, everything, all things, one by one. It is necessity. Without it, I cannot live. It becomes washing machine. One by one, slowly. Then hand wiping will go away. 70 ಸಾರಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆದ್ದು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. Now concrete cement floor he's been given. He wants a mop to clean the floor. He cannot clean without. How we are becoming dependent on external things. All these things are. Anything, if you want, without it can I do? Can I live without it? First thing is, can I live without Ajja Ajji? Sharda Foundation. How they are living. I can live without it. I can live without it. I can live without it. Vehicle? No necessity. I can walk. Whole life they spent like that. Without any possession, without anything. With bare necessities of life. Now also at this age, if one is sick, another makes the person to take to toilet on a gunny bag and goes on pulling towards the latrine. We want wheelchair. They don't want wheelchair. They will have gunny bag chair. He will be made to slip from the cot over the gunny bag and pull it. So, the thing is, bare necessities of life. Putraishana, Vittaishana, Lokaishana. Our senior Swamis, like Bajnanaji Maharaj and all used to tell, Putraishana, Vittaishana, somehow you can give up. Lokaishana is very difficult. Anybody telling a word insults you. You can give up money. What is that? Adannu bidaballe, idannu bidaballe. All that. I can give up my family, I can give up. Ninage bidokke sadhyave. How we tell, but that ego has these 3 bases: Putraishana, Vittaishana, Lokaishana. That Lokaishana works in subtle and subtle. I must be recognized. I want recognition. No. People don't recognize you. All right. So much nice. I belong to God more and more. Ravi Maharaj, when we were in Bangalore ashrama, many inmates used to torture him. Because he was the youngest, 18 years he left and came. But he was very powerful, very strong Advaitin. So, when people used to trouble him, he used to say, Swami Maharaj, these are our real friends. These are our real friends. This one thing he used to tell, those who love us, those who support us, those who are for us, they are all our enemies. They are keeping us away from God. These are real friends who are trouble and torture. Because they are the people who are making me move towards God. What an understanding, you see. So, to long for family life, even in the unconscious, it should not be there. Always in the awareness. In prajna, in my prajna, the sannyasi with a stick, danda, kamandalo. That must be the awareness. Yes, I renounce everything for God. Come what may, I belong to Him. The body one day becomes old. It cannot move about. Doesn't matter. Nothing of mine is gone. I had given up the body long back during sannyasa itself. We die. I told one day, I died on this sannyasa day. What did you die? Yes, my clothes. So we die the clothes also, and we ourselves also die. It's a new birth. Putreshana, Vitteshana, to keep some support for our life. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಂಬೆ ಹಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನಂತ ಅವನು ಚಿನ್ನದ್ದು. One Swami was telling, just like Swamiji, I too had only 2 books when I went as Parivrajaka. One was checkbook and one was passbook. That should not happen. So, any Vitteshana, that Vitteshana, this is called Parakaya Pravesha. New Atman is entering the old body. Cell replacement. So, Vitteshana is, no, my hands are up. Narmadehar. I have not kept anything with me. Satish uncle comes for massaging my hand. He massages with oil, and then finally oil will be there in the hand, He will put to my legs and say, show the hand, I have not taken anything. Not even a drop of oil. Even the oil that was sticking, I left in your body and going away. Like that nirmalatva, not to keep any support except God. And God will flood you with the day you give up all supports and take God as the only support. He will flood you with all things that you need. You will not be lacking anything, not only physical, but mental peace and body. As the body becomes old, aged, you will see God is taking away your body from your awareness. It is suffering, it is old because you are not knowing it. As if the main switch is switched off. You will not know at all. So much of love God pours upon you. Because you don't have anything or anybody except God. This total, see how many phases of sannyasa. Thakur, except you, I don't have anybody. I have no support. What the day when I left the mission, I can leave everything. To leave the order is something unimaginable. The only support of my life. Last I went to the shrine and told Thakur, Thakur, I don't have any support now, except you. Now you have to totally, and while coming down, from the beginning, the day I left my home, I had taken the vow, I will not keep anything in my Kamini Kanchan, total Tyaga. And I cannot keep money, I cannot take money. So, now totally everything you have to take care. That giving up. Then I was getting down the step. Bhajnananji arrived there and told, till now we all were with you. You were with me, with us. Now you, your Ishtadevata, your Gurudev, and the huge backing from their tradition will be there. But physically we won't be there with you. They will be taking care of you. Whatever happens in your life, whatever you want, whatever problem you face, tell to your Gurudev and your Ishtadevata. He told. So this is sannyasa. Totally, without any support, without taking, expecting, holding anything, giving totally to God. And when things come also, to take whatever is just a necessity and not to hold anything else more than necessity. This is one more Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokashana. Lokashana is very difficult to give up. We have been coming protecting our ego and desires. That one struggle to break that is very difficult. Insults and all we may react, but unconsciously will be recognition. Will be you tell some information to all and don't tell one person. Matra Sangani. Only me they have not told. All know, I don't know. You don't tell anybody, then also I was deprived. That is location. How it works. So this has to be given in sannyasa. We give up putreshana, vitteshana and lokeshana. No, I don't want anybody's praises, anybody's recognition, anybody's compassion. I want God's compassion. I want God's love. I don't expect anybody to love me. And I am ready to accept any work, any time, anywhere. Where from it comes? Wherever I am, the people will give me. I am ready to do. So this location, these three things. Time is over, we'll stop here. I want to mainly devote to what are the things we have to do, the mantras and all, the procedures from tomorrow. But now and then these concepts we have to be built up. And if God willing, with the after our this function and all ends, we'll send one weekly for monastics separately, some articles, small articles, and try to whatever information is available on sannyasa, try to accumulate. So sannyasa, brahmacharya, there is no comprehensive book on these things. Many have tried, many have given certain informations, but all this plus what is the Thakur Mother Swamiji's ideal of sannyasa? Because modern times need this sannyasa of Thakur's. So what Swamiji advocates.
Very important question. Many places we go, the same question is asked Swamiji. They have always seen traditional. Ours, they totally confused. How come you all are coming to the field of work? We see Mission Swamis, they'll go for relief everywhere. So, such questions come that also.
At the same time, we must see that wherever whatever is available, avoidable in society has to be avoided. We should not become this our spiritual dignity of the cloth that we are going to wear has to be maintained at all times. Till God totally eradicates the ego. Afterward, God manages your movements. If you acquire absolute purity, means स्त्री पुरुष भाव से बाहर आ गए तो ಗಂಡು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಮುಕ್ತರಾದರೆ, ಕಾಮದ ಭಾವನೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಮುಕ್ತರಾದರೆ, you'll be totally free in the world and everybody will love you, everybody will accept you. If you don't keep anything with you, everybody will take care of you like taking care of a child. Your nature becomes such that you cannot, the moment they see, oh, I have to feed him, I have to give him, I have to do for him, that awareness comes into picture. So these two things, we have to totally be free from kama kanchana. Effortfully and consciously see that we are. And in society, how to present ourselves with spiritual dignity and no loose talks anywhere. While commenting or asking or moving with the society, political things and all, a word of contempt, present situation while telling, a word of contempt should not come from our mouth. How to present a thing, reality, without hurting anybody, without taking side of anybody. Reality as it is a thing that when you are divine and linked to the divine, you will know how to present the things to the world, how to talk, what to talk, where to talk, and it will be accepted. Yatishwaranandji, Prabhu Maharaj, all we have seen, Bhuteshanandji Maharaj, Ranganathanandji Maharaj, how they maintained. Today is Ranganathanandji Maharaj's birthday. What he has given to the world, you see. That is the life of sannyasa. Before we go back, we have to give something to the world that lasts forever. ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಏನಾನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಭಗವಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಜಗತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ತಪಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತಾಪಸಿಕ್ ಲೈಫು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೋಡದೆ, ತಾಪಸಿಕ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡದೆ, ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ನಗ್ತಾರೆ ಜನರಷ್ಟೇ. ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾರು ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಈವನ್ನ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಯಾರನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅಂತರಾರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಜೀವನ, ತಾಪಸಿಕ ಜೀವನ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕರುಣೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಈ ಮೂರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಭಗವಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಭಗವಂತನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾವೇನು ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಗವಂತನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. ಸನ್ಯಾಸದ ಜೀವನ ಅದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಗಿವ್ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಫುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ, ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ. ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಆಹಾರ ಬೇಕೋ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತಿನ್ನಬಾರ್ದು ಎಂದು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್. ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್. ನೋ, it becomes breach of sannyasa. ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತಿನ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆನಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಸೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಈಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ. When you eat, you get enjoyment. Offer it to God and participate in it. But ನಾಲ್ಗೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತಿನ್ನಬೇಡ. ತಿಂದಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸು, ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿಸು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಟುಡೇ. ನಿರಂಜನಂ ನಿತ್ಯಮನಂತರೂಪಂ ಭಕ್ತಾನುಕಂಪಾಧೃತವಿಗ್ರಹಂ ವೈ ಈಶಾವತಾರಂ ಪರಮೇಶಮೀಡ್ಯಂ ತಂ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ಶಿರಸಾ ನಮಾಮಃ.